Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
The Rock Review is thrilled to have an artist on that sold over 13 million albums. He's won CMA awards, so many awards over the years, and also Philanthropist of the Year. How'd you like that? I got it.
Good.
It's so close.
It was so close.
It's Tracy Lawrence.
Hey, brother, how are you?
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Got a lot
man.
of great stuff to talk about this morning.
Oh my gosh, I'm saying, you know, you've got your big event coming up this next week, and it is the Mission Possible Turkey Fry and Concert at
14th
the
annual. So we'll be doing that on the parking lot of the Rescue Mission Tuesday, week of Thanksgiving. I believe, what is that, the 26th?
Right.
And so the concert after the Turkey Fry that night will be at the Wild Horse, and we're already completely sold out. But you can go to NashvilleRescueMission.org or TurkeyFry.org and find out all the information about ways you can donate, items that they want you to bring, food, non-perishables, clothes, all that kind of stuff, or to sign up to be a server and come work at the Rescue Mission. What people don't realize is that I know we drive a lot of awareness this time of year,
right,
but they serve meals 365 days a year.
Well, and I got to bring this up too, Tracy, not to embarrass you, but you know, working with this event, you guys have served 84,000 meals to the homeless, and I know you're spreading out also to Dallas and Louisville, correct?
We are. This will be I think the third year in Dallas, third year in Louisville. So I'm going to be flying out Wednesday to Dallas to spend the day with those folks after we get done here. So they're doing a lot of great work there. You know, the plight of the homeless has really it's bad around the country, and it seems to be getting worse. I think there's a lot of mental illness and things that we need to be addressing. I think the thing that I love about what the work that these rescue missions do is they treat the mind, body, and spirit. It's not just about getting you warm when you're cold or getting food in your belly. There's so many other things that they do trying to get people back engaged in life and back on the right path.
Well, I'll tell you what impresses me, Tracy, and I know a lot of your fans as well, is to where with these kind of events like Mission Possible, you are hands-on out there frying the turkeys, helping, besides bringing in some of your incredible friends for this show, because you've got Justin Moore, Clay Walker, I mean, you know, the Red Aiken.
Red Aiken Halfway to Hazard. All my buddies will be there this year. And we're going to do a guitar pool when we play, but there'll be a lot of celebrities filing through during the day, coming in, dropping a turkey, talking to the press, or just hanging out with the fans. So there'll be a lot of folks rolling through during the day.
Well, and I think it brings awareness to a thing, like you said, with the homeless and with the meals and everything else and everything that Nashville Rescue Mission does, that, you know, this is year-round. This is not only in this holiday season, which everybody thinks about it more. But all the time. I got to bring this up. I got to see you recently at the Jerry Reed tribute show, and I got to tell you, you pretty well stormed the stage on that thing.
Well, I channeled my inner Jerry. You know, he had a certain way of performing when he got on stage, and I've always been a big fan. I got to spend a little time with him over the years.
Wow.
He had just this amazing charisma that just oozed out of him. And I think the only way you can do a Jerry Reed song justice is to come out there and just capture Jerry.
You just owned the stage when you came out there, and it was so wild because you had your tour bus waiting out front, because right after you got done with that last song, you had to go back on tour with Justin Moore, and that tour is going back into 2020 also, right?
We'll be going out, I think we leave the 16th of January, kicking things off with a whole new show, a lot of new video content and all the stuff that
Late
we're putting
Nights and
together.
Longnecks.
That's it. I don't know which one I am. I'm probably the late night. But I think we're going to do 3 or 4 months, and they may add some more shows. We're going to have a great time. So you can go to my website, TracyLawrence.com or JustinMoore.com to find out.
Well, I have to bring this up also. You're going to have your solo tour also with Made in America. And it's, you know, I love the video for Made in America and the song. But probably one of my favorite songs on here is Work on My Willie.
Yeah, that's one of the oldest things on the record. Flip Anderson and Rick Huckabee wrote that several years ago, and I'd believe it or not, I've recorded it about 3 times and never could hook it.
Really?
I was always worried that it was sounding too much like Working Man Blues, and this time I finally figured out how I wanted to produce this record, and I knew exactly how to track it, and we hooked it. I thought it was great.
And now Made in America also is your first studio album. What, like 6 years?
Yes, quite a while.
Yeah,
quite a while.
And I mean, there's so many great songs on here. When the Cowboys Gone, it's like, you know, Forgive Yourself. It's like, and you wrote 8 of the 12 songs on
I wrote
here,
8 of the 12, produced 3 other ones. There was only one outside song that came from outside my camp, and it was Chris Stapleton, Sean Kemp's Giving Mama Reasons to Pray.
Right, I love that song.
So this album's real personal.
Are there going to be more videos, you think, coming off this also?
I think so. I think we're going to carry this album through next year. I'm going to try to write for the next record as we tour next year, and hopefully get some things put down by fall at the earliest and kind of see where we're at. But it's this album's going to be around time for a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Should have
I
fun.
love this album, and I'm thrilled you're doing the tour also. I got to bring up your book that came out a few years ago also, and Good Old Days. And, you know, this book is a lot of fun in that you've kind of got some inside secrets in here from your youth and through today.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. I've kept tubs of pictures and things over the years, you know, all the way back to my childhood, stuff that I've had in the basement of the offices and stuff. And we dug all that stuff out and put this book together, and it coincided with the duet project that I had, Good Old
Right.
Days, where we went back and we re-recorded several of the old hits. And Justin Moore did Alibis with me, and Jason Aldean did Can't Break It to My Heart. McGraw did Time Marches On with me. So we went in and duetted several of those old classic numbers and hits that I had.
They're not that old. We're not that old, are we?
We ain't getting any younger. I'm just glad to still be here.
I'll tell you what, I love this. I got to bring this up, though. A lot of our viewers may not know this, but you started performing when you were 15, and you were actually singing at the Methodist Church also.
I did some church plays, but I started singing at church when I was a little kid. The first time that I ever played with a band, I was 14, 15 years old, and I had played at a talent show at the county fair, and a deputy sheriff kind of took me under his wing. Him and his wife did Jerry Lee Lewis style stuff. She'd sing Patsy Cline, he'd play piano, and they played the jamboree halls around the area back home. And he started taking me to the jamboree halls, and I'd get up and started playing with the band when I was 14, 15 years old.
How wild. Now, can you still call the pigs?
Oh, I can call the hogs now. Next year. Next year. Isn't that what we say every year?
Exactly.
Next year.
Next year. Oh my gosh,
Next
so many great things going on, Tracy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, with your charity work, with Made in America, with the tour that you're doing with Justin Moore, you got a lot going on.
Do have a lot going on, and it doesn't really seem to stop. You know, we'll take about 4 weeks off over the holidays, take a little family time, and then it's right back at it. Next year is looking to be one of the best years that I've had in a long time, so I'm excited about what the future holds. You know, it seems like 90s music has really made a huge comeback in the last several years.
I think there's a deeper appreciation of it.
You know, I feel like it's not only the fans that grew up with my music, the fans that were following us during the period when country was so hot in the 90s, but it's the young kids that were growing up in those families that are gravitating back to it. You know, and I think there's a whole new generation of kids like Adam Sanders and some of my friends out there that are getting deals now that are wanting to record styles like what we did in the 90s that are very hooky and very melodic and less track oriented, that are more bands in the studio playing these records. And I think you're going to see a lot of that come back. I'm excited about it.
Well, you know, and that's what I always appreciated about your music was not only did it sound great on the album or CD, but also you were able to pull it off live.
Absolutely.
And, you know, with some of the songs, you know, today, you can't do that really.
And you know,
without a lot of tracks.
There's a lot of live show enhancement going on. I'm proud to say I'm one of the purists out there. When you come to a Tracy Lawrence show, the vocals and the music and everything you hear coming out of those speakers out front, that's all us. It's 7 guys standing on stage playing the music. There's nothing else.
And you got a hot band too.
I do have a great band.
Yeah, you are very fortunate because when you throw them to the rhythm and everything and the leads,
I got a great bunch of players, and that's fun. You know, that's the kind of music I want to go see. I want to go see a great band play. You know, and if you're having a rough night and the guy fumbles his fingers a little bit or the singer's got a cold, I want to experience that too. I want to see the real stuff. It's not supposed to be perfect every night.
No, but also I think, you know, it's a different show every night.
Absolutely.
And that's why this tour has been going so well for you with Justin Moore.
Yes, it's going to be a great year next year.
You guys just keep selling out.
I think we're going to sell out pretty much everything we do next year. I anticipate we'll add some more shows.
When are you going to have time to write more songs for the next album?
Oh, I do that during the week.
Do you?
Yeah.
You just don't sleep.
I don't ride on the road. I play golf on the road. That's about all I do.
That's a good call.
I come home and I do a couple of writing sessions during the week as we settle into the groove. But I like to keep my things kind of segregated out. Do my thing the way I like.
I think you've learned the good life.
I'm trying.
I like it, Tracy.
I'm trying, brother.
Well, I'll tell you what, for our viewers, where's the best place with your website, with social media and everything, to stay up to speed, to get the book, to get the album, and to come see me live?
TracyLawrence.com, The Real Tracy, Facebook.com, Twitter, all that normal stuff. You can find me on all those platforms. You know, I have people that do that for me.
That's good. It's good to have people.
But you can find out all the information, the tour stuff, things going on with all the charity things that we do. It'll give you all the information on everything going on.
But I'll tell you what, also with Mission Possible, you know, even though it's sold out, be sure and get your tickets early in 2020, but you can still donate and help out the homeless in such a great cause.
Absolutely. And if you're seeing this in a different market or picking this up on the internet somewhere, there's always a rescue mission and something in your local market that you can do to help out locally.
Well, be sure and check out the new music. You know, you got to get a copy of this, Made in America. See him live on tour, whether it's with Justin Moore or with a solo tour. The book, Help Out Mission Possible, it is Tracy Lawrence. Thanks for watching The Rockin' Review.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of a Bobby Bones Show.